big stretch. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the vlog. Getting ready for our trip to Mount Calden in the Adirondacks in New York. You tired? Am I keeping you up? In New York tomorrow. And we're leaving tomorrow afternoon, and I just wanted to get some things ready and show you what I plan on bringing with me heading out to the Adirondacks, 4.5 hours away from our home here in New Hampshire. Me and a buddy sleeping in the back of the truck. If you didn't see, check out the video from yesterday when we put the cap on and got our sleeping quarters all set up for this trip that we're going on. So we're leaving around 5 o'clock here in New Hampshire, and we're going to end up there at about 10 o'clock at night. So we're going to be able to we want to be able to have a little food and then get in for the night and get some rest before we head up Mount Calden in the trap Dyke the next day, because we're going to need to be on our A game. So, and some of the essentials that I know that I'm always going to bring with me, especially if I'm headed out in a place that I've never been to. So the first thing, we're sleeping in cold weather. So I have my super cold weather sleeping bag. I do have 2 other sleeping bags in my truck that are 50 degrees, which I'll probably use those ones. We're sleeping on a blow-up mattress in the back of that truck. It should be pretty comfortable. I'm hoping it will be. So as we already know, the hiking boots that I'm taking are my lightweight trail running boots and my approach shoes for the steep trap Dyke. I also have some things for the summit. It's going to be cold, right? It's going to be like 32 degrees at night. So by the time we get to the summit, I'm thinking it's going to be like 40 degrees probably. So a good pair of gloves for the summit is essential. So I have my EMS liners that go with my EMS mittens. These are great, warm, waterproof gloves, and a summit hat. This is a big, thick hat that I bring with me on pretty much every trip I go on. The pack that I'm bringing is my EMS day pack. I think we're right around 30 liters, and it's good to have a little bigger of a pack than I normally would bring because it's going to be colder. I'm going to have layers, and I'll be able to have a bigger pack to put the layers in as I take them off and as I need them. So I am going to bring my big 65 liter so I can pack bigger things like my jacket. In the winter, always you want those liners so that you can strip them down, and I could use this for a shell, waterproof shell if it's warmer, or if I needed something just because it was cold and to break the wind. This inner down liner is extremely warm too, so it's good to have the bigger jacket, and especially when we're getting there at 10 o'clock at night, it's going to be cold. So bringing this jacket, I'll bring my pillow and some bigger things that I'll be able to stuff in my bigger pack, and then I'll bring my day pack for the next morning when we get up and hit the trail. Some of the essentials, bringing the walkie-talkies, just so that we can stay in touch, and we also have it's like a transistor radio of the weather, weather forecasts, broadcasts. We can get a hold of search and rescue if need be, send out distress calls. So it's always good to have something like this as a backup if something goes wrong. I will be bringing and people might not think about this very much, but this is a pack cover, a rain cover, and if it starts to rain, there's nothing worse than discovering that you have a leaky pack and you didn't know it. So headlamp, obviously. Whoa, sorry about that if I blinded you. Gonna need the headlamp because we're gonna start early enough that we're gonna need the headlamp getting up there, and then it gets dark in the woods by 3 o'clock now, so we're going to need those headlamps on the way out too, probably. So another one of my essentials that I bring, scroll way back in a video and you'll see something that I always bring with me. It's a little bit of fat wood. This stuff will burn no matter where, no matter what. All you got to do is put a lighter to it. So if I bring my little pack that I bring with me that has a lighter and a compass and all those other things, I'll be able to light this stuff and it lights up no problem. And it's always good to make sure that if you do have to spend the night on the mountain, you're warm and you have fire to build that morale, because there's nothing like trying to sleep in the woods with no fire. yeah. So I've got all of my essentials for cooking. I don't know if you can see it in here. I don't want to take it apart, but there's a couple cups in there, a bigger cup for boiling water, pans, pots, some silverware, and a couple dishes. So we will be cooking when we get there, and we'll just use this that my beautiful fiance got me, and I hope that I have enough propane. I can hear some propane in there, so hopefully we have enough. That goes on there like that, and we cook over that flame when we get there. Other than what I wear for clothes, I wear no wool clothing. I wear as much poly clothing as I can. My pants that I wear are North Face zippable shorts, so I can zip off the bottoms if I'm hot or zip the bottoms back on if I'm cold. There's something essential about those. If you go back another video or two, you'll see me sewing those up when I ripped them one time. But that's going to do it for today. I will hit you up again in the morning, but pretty much from now on is going to be filming for the video of us doing the trap dike, which should be an epic video, and I might even make it a two-part video. Obviously, us getting there and then us conquering Mount Colden. I think it's 4,700 feet, so unfortunately it's not in the NH48, but it is above 4,000 feet, and it is one of the top 5 most dangerous hikes in the Northeast. So that's going to be super epic. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Like this video, and we'll see you in a couple days.